What's up everybody, and welcome back. I was trying to wait for a second chapter of this, but as of recording, it hasn't come out yet, and I needed a video, and this is a new manga I'm really excited for, whose title alone sold it for me. Today I'm recommending Starting an Eternal Journey with My Elf Wife, which is being made by Hata Ryosuke and Yuukyuu. It's one chapter, it is an action, romance, comedy, monsters, adventure, magic, fantasy, monster girls. And it starts off in a typical fantasy fashion with the final battle between the hero's party and the demon lord, where we're introduced to the hero Lennis and the rest of the party, who I have no idea whether or not they're important, so I'm just gonna skip over them and you'll see why later. So all of them are discussing their last attack on the demon lord, and the party needs quick healing, so the spirit user Fina, who's Lennis' wife, is the one who'll do the healing. The two get called out for flirting, Fina gets embarrassed, all typical stuff, and Lennis says after defeating the demon lord, he's going to enjoy being a newlywed. Everyone else talks about their dreams before they go back into battle, each one showcasing their skill before Lennis deals the finishing blow, killing the demon lord. But with all the red flags that were raised, someone obviously has to die. So while Lennis is still in his hero pose, he gets stabbed by the demon lord in his tail that holds an incurable poison. Obviously everyone freaks out, and the priest tries to heal him with detoxification, but is unable to. So the only way to save him would be through an antidote. But there's no time to make an antidote before the poison kills him, so the sage Murdoch realizes the only way to prolong Lennis' life so that he can make an antidote is by freezing him. Everyone freaks out again because they don't know if it will even work, and the spell lasts 100 years. But with no other hope, they agree to having him frozen and all say their goodbyes to Lennis except for his wife Fina, since she's an elf. So she says she'll wait for him for however long until he wakes up. The 100 years pass, and grave robbers show up looking for Lennis, hoping he's still frozen to sell him to a kingdom because of how powerful he is and how he can probably win a war by himself. They obviously find him by breaking down a fake wall, but the day they find him is the day the freezing spell wears off. The robbers run because they're afraid of him, but think because he has no weapon and was frozen for 100 years that they can take him. And because they threaten him, Lennis just one-shots them before the poison starts to affect him again. One of them takes the opportunity to try and attack Lennis again before Fina shows up and just pushes the guy out of the way to get to Lennis, most likely killing him in the process, but it doesn't matter. After a hug, Fina gives him the antidote that Murdoch made before he died, and the two share a kiss before Lennis declares he's going to fulfill the promise he made to Fina of going on their honeymoon. And the synopsis says they'll be saving people along the way, which makes sense from heroes. And if you can't tell why I'm recommending this, then you haven't been paying attention. So let me summarize. It's a story about a married couple, and the wife's an elf, and they're lovey-dovey. Honestly, if you need anything else out of a story than that, I don't know what to tell you. The art is good, the story seems like it's going to be fun, but the main attraction is obviously Lennis and Fina. I don't imagine this will become an action-packed adventure where they're fighting monsters and some big bad. Will that happen? Sure, maybe. It's a possibility, but I imagine it's going to be more of an action story, like they pop up and save the day as they go around trying to fulfill their honeymoon wish list. Whether that's sightseeing or town visits, wherever they go, I imagine they'll save somebody. But I at least hope it's basically going to be a story about a couple with superpowers at the end of the day. I don't need it to be a traditional fantasy adventure, and I don't care for it to be that. I want it to be really focused on their relationship, and everything else is just extra enjoyment that comes along with it. At least to me, that's what it should be, and it's reinforced by Lennis and Fina a bit. Both seem to be good characters that we still don't know much about. Lennis seems like a cheerful leader type, but can and does get serious when need be, and most importantly, he loves his wife and loves to tease and flirt with her. And what's better than that? Fina seems seems like the perfect type, but honestly, we have barely seen anything from her other than being cheerful, kind, and innocent in the sense of being easily embarrassed, so there's still a lot to get to know. Both of them I'd love to learn about, especially how they got together, since there's a whole story there, seeing as they fell in love, dated, got engaged, and got married. So flashbacks to that interspersed with their current relationship and travel sounds like a win-win to me. Either way, if this looks interesting to you, check it out and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want more recommendations, check out the Why You Should playlist linked below along with the merch. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.